Hi, my name is Daphne Verlek and I teach Dutch as a second language to expats in the Netherlands. Today's video is about pavement. Old-fashioned pavement, because the modern pavement we all know, concrete, asphalt, tiling that we find in all cities, all made to make as less noise as possible. Specifically when you drive over with a car or with one of these roll-on suitcases, for instance in Amsterdam. So over here we're in a very old-fashioned little village in Drenthe, in the north of the Netherlands, and over here they've got the old-fashioned style. So on the sidewalk is made of what we call klinkers. And klinkers, they get their name from two different things, or at least that's what they think the name came from. One, klinken, is to sound. So if you would drive over, they would make a sound. So if you drive by with your carriage or later with your car, they would make a sound. And especially nowadays when you have modern cars, electrical cars, they make a sound as well. So that's very practical because you can hear them coming. And even your bicycle makes a sound. Then the other option is inklinken. So inklinken is when the soil needs to sink in. So in the Netherlands our soil is very, very wet. So when you put down pavement on the streets, then it needs to sink in. And klinkers, they needed to sink in, so they would put sand, and they would put in the klinkers, and later down the line they had to redo it because it would sink. In many cases later down the line they put the sand, let the sand sink in, and then put the pavement over it. Then in the middle of the street we've got a completely different type of tiling. It's actually no tiles, it's stones. So we're not far from a river over here, so they used a lot of stones from the river. So these are all round, none of them have the same shape, so this makes even more noise when you drive by than the klinkers would do. And they have a very weird name, it's called kinderhoofdjes. Child's heads. So you're driving over child heads. In some regions they call it kinderkopjes. So kop is also a word for head. Usually we use it when you're angry or when we are hurt. So if you have a bad headache, you don't say, oh, ik heb hoofdpijn. You say, oh, ik heb koppijn. So kop is another word for hoofd, but used mostly in a negative connotation. So kinderhoofdjes. Okay, I hope you found my video interesting. If you're interested in more videos like this, you can find me on YouTube or you can find me on Facebook. They're both called Daphne Verlek Nederlands for Expats. If you are interested in Dutch classes, you can contact me via the link below. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.